everyone, and welcome to Prime. I'm Katie Fitz with Ariel Herr. The Dallas Symphony Orchestra's Family Concert Series begins this month with the Haunted Orchestra.
And we are lucky enough to have Chris Shull back in the studio with us today, as well as Principal Cellist Christopher Adkins and his lovely wife, Principal Second Violinist Alexandra Adkins.
Associate Principal.
Associate Principal, okay. Which it's still a lot more than I am, I know. So that's very impressive. Thank you all for being here today. We are so excited to have you.
Happy to be here.
And it's a good time because this time of year things are pretty exciting at the DSO, right? What do we have a lot going on.
We have a lot going on, starting with the launch of our DSO Family Concert Series on October 28th.
With
the Haunted Orchestra.
The Haunted Orchestra. That sounds delightful.
We're calling these spirited classics that families will recognize.
Oh, that's
good. Spirited classics. And in addition, there's activities before the concert. We can talk a little bit more about those. But our regular concerts are going almost every weekend at the Meyerson Symphony Center. We have DSO on the go, touring to cities around North Texas. We're getting ready for the holidays, so yes, a very exciting time.
Well, and a lot of this, I want to actually go back, because last time Chris was in studio, we had a really interesting conversation about the Family Concert Series and the fact of getting kids into music and really connecting them with it. And what's interesting about our extra guest today is that Christopher and Sasha, as she likes to be called, are married, which is I just can't imagine the romance. I've seen the movie The Red Violin, and that was enough for me. But so I imagine your life is something amazing like that. But you have 6 children together, and I just imagine that they're all amazing. But making the orchestra part of your profession, I'm sure it's also part of your life, and the fact that the DSO is actually taking this to families. Tell me, what does this mean to you, the idea of giving children music at an early stage?
Well, for us, music was part of us first.
Right.
And it was also part of us as a couple.
Something we shared.
Music is something that to us is not a luxury, it's a complete essential. This is our life, it's our food, it's what we love, it's what we do. And so when the children started coming along,
coming.
Well, what we do is we take them to concerts. It wasn't unusual for us. It's just what we do. The children have been seen at concerts. They're used to it. They're very good at concerts. But I would encourage even the people that have never gone to concerts to come. First, they have to come themselves.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And bring your little ones, bring your big ones, bring grandma, bring auntie who cannot come, right. Bring the family, everyone. Everyone will have a wonderful experience together. What I miss is that since we play on stage, we don't get to sit with them.
Oh, I could see that.
So you see, it's a...
But we always try to find them out in the audience somewhere.
We do find them, always looking for them. And so this isn't something you must plan a really great deal to do. It's very simple. Call the symphony, show up, just show up.
And it's really affordable. I know that Chris made the point last time. I mean, don't tickets start at $10?
Yes. The DSO's Family Concert Series, starting with the Haunted Orchestra on October 28th, is an ideal way to experience the orchestra like Chris and Sasha are saying. These concerts are designed for families. They're about an hour long. So there's not you know, it's a small time in the busy day. There are activities beforehand that gets the kids excited.
And did I hear something about costumes?
Costume contest.
I think that's fantastic.
And there's a dance floor that looks like a big keyboard.
And you can be dancing like that. Did you see that? Chris is busting it out.
Little kids can dance. Then they go in and sometimes people worry about concert decorum. And we would hope that everyone is quiet and respectful, but it's a little different at the family concerts. The kids can react and wiggle to the music if it's not so straight-laced or formal.
So they have a little bit of freedom, but I would like to make the point, however, that I think once the kids are used to the concert situation, don't be shy. As soon as they are able to sit still, to bring them to full symphony concerts. I think
that's a great point.
I think we underestimate very often what the kids can respond to at a very early age.
I absolutely agree with that.
It's educational for them. Right.
And it actually helps. I bet your kids are so smart in school. I mean, they've really done studies about the fact that this connection. Have you seen that?
My children are still talking about, of course, Daddy in Batman costume playing the Swan.
Oh, I love it.
That was
At a previous
that was that was a high point. But
Yeah.
Either way, whether their test scores go up or if you never track it down, do go. There's a bit of a resistance if it's something you've never done, the way he had tried to take me up a mountain for 10 years in Colorado, and the mountain was where it was and I was where I was, and we weren't bothering each other. And it was
convinced her.
It did. It was such a special thing for family to share, for us to go and do this thing, and those memories they just will not fade.
Right.
All the other things you do that are good things for children, but they're everyday things.
Well, and I think that you bring up a good point with the mountain. The barriers, the natural barriers that we put in our minds, whether it be, oh, I just don't know what parking is like at the Meyerson, or, oh, he's just been so grumpy this week and I can't imagine taking him out. And I think one of them is sheer intimidation. I mean, if coming here today knowing I am meeting the principal cellist and the associate principal second violinist, that's a pretty big pedigree.
Right.
Well, let me reassure you, we sit on stage and we love to see children.
That's great.
In fact, I've made lots of friends who are little and they sit up close and they know they're being watched. Sometimes we love to see children. Our conductors love to see children.
It may not make the audience comfortable to know that we watch them as much as we watch them.
We do watch them. The
Nobody
children are
will be
delightful.
sleeping at this year's family concert series, I'm guessing.
The Dallas Symphony has made it easy to sort of begin the process of welcoming families. We have 3 of these shorter concerts throughout the year. The Haunted Orchestra on October 28th, a holiday concert of carols and all that festive music on December 8th. And then in February, there's a concert featuring the film music of John Williams for themes that kids will have known.
Are you kidding? Oh my gosh.
And
my
tickets
kids would die for that.
Tickets for all 3 of these concerts start as low as $40. $10 a concert, $40 for a really great seat, and just come out. They all have activities beforehand. They're all about an hour long. It's just a wonderful way to...
I like that you're tying it to themes. Something that's been fascinating to me is my 2-year-old he will be playing and suddenly break out in the Imperial March from Star Wars. And then it turns into the Indiana Jones theme. But I mean, those are not words, those are not nursery rhyme songs, but he is absolutely tracking with that. And so to realize that if I'm associating with Halloween, with Christmas, that these are things that...
These are growing human beings, and you don't always have to direct what they are to get out of this.
Right.
Just take them. They will get something out of it. They will always. We've taken children to galleries. We've taken them to concerts. We took our older 2 girls to Europe, and we've watched them take out what they see. It's fascinating because you will see or hear ways you never heard before. They walked through the entire Kimball, and then all 5, one by one, landed in the Monet room. No one told them where to go. They just walked through the things that did not speak to them, and they stopped where they needed something. They all stood silently gazing, and that's what you want. You want them to hear music.
Somewhere Monet is feeling validation of the Adkins children.
It's interesting that in that case they all ended up in the same place, but very often when we take them to concerts,
It's very different.
that each child had something specific and very different from the others that spoke to them during the course of the evening. And the funny thing is rarely what I would have predicted.
Yeah, we always say,
which one?
Did you hear, how did you like the pianist? Oh yes, there was a pianist. And then they will talk about, but you were a pianist, didn't you? No, they took something else. But they take rich things out of this that are, you can't wrap this up. You can't put it under a tree, but you can take them to concerts, and you can sit with them, which we can't.
Oh, and it's so much better than doing something like the Wiggles. I mean, Because you'll enjoy it too. I mean, I
Well,
imagine
I asked
that.
my children one last thing is, what do you want me to say that comes directly from you? And I have to say, they said, just play real music. Just play real music.
That's very true. I agree with that one. Speaking of real music, really quick, is what's going to sing to us? I know you are going to bless us with a piece today. You're going to be playing for us, which is great. But at the Haunted Orchestra, what can families expect?
They can expect the spirited classics by composers such as Rimsky-Korsakov, Grieg.
Those names just sound scary.
Well, but the
if you had a scary name, you had to play scary music.
But the music you will have heard.
Okay.
Families will have heard this music. They're part of the air almost, and the families will go, "Oh, I know that."
Great.
And you'll have all the activities beforehand. It's just a really wonderful way. And if you have heard this music, when you hear it live, the energy, it's like you're hearing it for the first time.
And we can get tickets at, and the number is 214-692-0203. And we'll have that on the website as well.
And the Haunted Orchestra is Sunday, October 28th at 2:30 p.m. And again, that's DallasSymphony.com for tickets. Now Christopher and Sasha will play something from the Haunted Orchestra as we go to break.